Down by 10, what do you do? I find myself in this situation more often than I'd like to admit, but I finally figured out how to get out of it, and more importantly, how to win from it. The secret is flanking.
But Dodds, it's so obvious. I flank all the time.
Duh. What's important is how you flank and when you flank.
I got them both.
Pay attention to how I start this game. See how I'm strategically avoiding any and all confrontations? Let's count them, shall we? We're already at 2, okay. 3. Oh, there's camo. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. My friend, that's called playing the long game. But beware, if you haven't seen an enemy in a while, it's time to start panicking. Because that means you're either a master of stealth or they're plotting their next move, and it's not going to be pretty. Now it looks like I've just been caught red-handed. I confess, I have a weakness for the thrill of the hunt, the taste of blood, the sweet, sweet sound of my opponent's death cry. Maybe that was too far. Look, if you want to know how to come back when you're down by 10,
You need to understand what led you to that position in the first place.
let me explain. Now, what you're about to watch is the classic case of I have no idea what I'm doing. But fear not, my fellow Halo enthusiast, for there is a glimmer of hope. The problem with charging into battle like a bull in a china shop is that you're likely to end up as broken as the fine china. So take a deep breath, step back, reevaluate your options. Top gold, perhaps? A quick jiggle peek? Or just good old-fashioned cover like your mama taught you?
Remember, the name of the game is
Survival, and if you want to survive, you've got to use your brains.
Another one on me, B.
Let's get those neurons firing and make this a comeback for the ages, because we are, we're down by several points now, and we gotta get a comeback going quick. If only life were more like Halo, and we could just jump out of nowhere and scare our friends.
But we gotta settle for the small victories, like
Catching our opponents in game off guard by flanking when they least expect it.
On me, on control.
See, if you're not jumping right here, my friend, you're missing out on a golden opportunity
We're trying to push control.
to channel your inner frog and make your opponent wonder if they've stumbled into a Halo-themed circus. Jumping isn't everything though, it's the timing of the push that leads to an assist that is the hard part. Don't jump too late, don't push too early, or
do either. I don't really care.
because I'm gonna die right here because I pushed out too far. The problem there was I let the kill lead me instead of I lead myself to the kill. I didn't put myself in a position to remain strong and stay put. Hold the fort down. Let that enemy come to me. I could have fallen back into control, but no. I couldn't resist the urge to play hero, charge into battle.
And what do we get for our troubles? A one-way ticket to Respawn City.
There's nothing quite like a good old-fashioned 1v1, you know, to get the blood pumping, the palms sweaty, and the heart racing.
But let's not get carried away. Okay, yes.
Your reticle is at the ready, and
Yes.
the crouch strafe is perfect.
And the shot timing is impeccable.
But what happens next is the real test of your skill.
Long haul.
See, are you already on your way in for the final blow? Or do you exercise some good old-fashioned shield management and play it smart? Spoiler alert, it's the latter. See, by timing your shot just right, you're not only increasing your chances of winning the 1v1, which I did, but you also position yourself for some much-needed backup. Now, we all have moments of clumsiness, and we all hit our heads on pipes from time to time. The important thing is to learn from our mistakes, pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try again.
If we can't try again,
Then we can always rely on our teammates to pick up the slack.
you just spawned.
What's the first thing you should do?
Yep, top control and
Give
overhang.
verbal feedback. It's the age-old problem of team coordination. You can shoot, you can dodge, you can weave like a champ,
Control weave.
but if your team isn't pushing out, you're just shooting at air. So what do?
You throw your hands up in frustration and blame your teammates for everything.
Or do you take matters into your own hands and find a different angle? The answer is
Top
clear.
control, one shot.
You take matters into your own hands, but how? By being aware of the angles your team isn't covering. It's like playing chess,
But with guns and explosions.
and just like in chess, you need to anticipate your opponent's moves, stay one step ahead, and always be ready to adapt. I didn't adapt here. I spawned and died in the exact same spot. Halfway through the game, and hey, it looks like we've got some generous opponents on our hands. They're giving out assists to each other like candy on Halloween, and
We're the lucky recipients of the deaths from the assists from the kills.
it doesn't matter. How nice of them, right? Wrong. That's not good, my friend. That's not good at all. In fact, that's downright embarrassing.
So what do we do?
Up next, we have a good old-fashioned BR fight. The adrenaline, the tension, the sweet sounds of bullets whizzing past my ears.
Sneaky.
But we have to get there first. Player life.
Fucking god, dude. Every fucking angle.
When you take a BR fight and the enemy's hitting you, if they're 3-4 shots in, you have to recognize that you need to have 1 foot out the door.
Bridge, 1 shot. Got him.
Ideally, you have a foot out at all times because you don't always know who else has their reticle on you. You may think these are good kills, and they are, but they're better examples of shield management. Because if I don't get this kill, it's okay. I'm behind cover. And you know who is not behind cover?
Got him.
The dead guy on the bridge.
So now what do? You play it smart, you play it safe, and you make sure you always have 1 foot out the door. And if that means sacrificing a potential kill
I just naded you.
for the sake of shield management, so be it. Because at the end of the day, what matters most is not how many kills you
Got
get,
your back if he comes in.
but how many kills your team gets in total.
Help me.
Listen to what my teammate is saying.
Nice help. Behind us, behind us, behind us, behind us.
Oh shit.
I give feedback. I watch my movement.
Got you. Another one.
Another one in full health.
It's like a dance. It's beautiful. It's a synchronized dance. And just like in any dance, you need to listen to your partner. You need to move together, and you need to give feedback. The team is firing on all cylinders, and now we have momentum. So how do we use it? When you're down in points, most people think they have to make a play, but the truth is, it doesn't start with you and the losing team. It starts with the opponents. My team went right, they looked right, so I go left.
I'm going to set up to flank my oblivious opponent.
I mean, just look at this guy. He's just sprinting around like he has nothing to lose, oblivious to the fact that there's an
Apex sloth right behind him, ready to pounce.
Or maybe he's just really bad at Halo. Who knows?
Push that gold.
Best thing I can do though right now
Little pipe.
is to stay on the outskirts and try and get the flank. This guy had no idea I was here because I was staying on the outskirts of the map, lurking in the stairwell. And of course he overextends and, well, it's Kirby season. What can you expect?
Now, the timing of this next push is nothing short of impeccable.
It's precise, it's calculated, and it's deadly because
Down 2 guys. We're only down 2. Long haul.
the secret to this is timing your shields. I hardly took any damage right there, and I took down 2 guys. I mean, it's simple math, guys, okay? If it takes 5 seconds to heal, and you know it's gonna take you 4 seconds to get around the corner,
Do the math, wait the 1 second, and then go for the attack.
so if timing your push is important, then timing when you stop sprinting is just as important. It's called the old stop and listen maneuver, a classic move, really. It's like pressing the pause button on your life and turning into the sounds of your impending doom. Because let's face it, folks, when you're within range, stop, take a deep breath, and listen closely because your life may depend on it, or at least your KD ratio. Now it looks like we're turning this ship around. We were sinking, but now we're cooking with gas. And speaking of cooking,
Tie game, boys. Bridge, bottom control.
let's serve up some flank steak, shall we? Take a second to think. I seem to be getting several kills from a flanking position. How do we do that more?
They always double up. It's like they're homosexual or something.
One's weak, bro. In there to the right.
Analyze where the bullets are coming from and decide to go for a flank. And with camo coming up, it's time to make a move.
Hold on. Lesbian, don't push by yourself. We got camo coming.
We need someone to grab it, but we can't just hand it to them on a silver platter and get picked. We've got to create some chaos, push them back,
Nice. We got him.
and then swoop in for the invisibility cloak.
Camo's still there on the ground. 3 dead.
But if it were that
Shit.
easy, well,
Someone can grab camo while they're spawning.
then this video wouldn't exist. We are in what I like to call the danger zone. I don't like to call it that, but it just makes sense. The enemy team is only 12 kills away. 11 kills away to victory. And we have to play this one smart. It's a simple equation, really.
4 players, 1 life each. If we lose all of them, it's game over. So let's take a deep breath, focus on our shields, and bring our A game to this last stretch. We got this.
I need to check on camo. Luckily, my memory of its location serves me well when I jump to avoid being seen on my way to it.
I got camo.
I try to identify the direction the shots are and then approach from a perpendicular angle, making quick work of that guy. Now we have to maintain our flanking position and have a little bit of trigger discipline to wait until he goes around the corner.
Backseat, 1 shot.
Too bad I suck and I can't finish, but we're gonna rush in here and I know a beatdown's gonna do the job.
I got them both.
Hear the call out.
Mangler.
Camo's running out, need the first shot.
Here, Mangler, I'm going.
I trust my strafe, I trust my shot, take out Kirby because he sucks, and then we just keep moving forward.
Turbines.
Hear that. Down 1. Play slow.
Now, in times like these, it's paramount.
that you provide verbal confirmation on the guys that your teammates are calling out.
Top attic, watch out, crossfire, crossfire.
Now I need to be careful right here. I need to manage my shield, so I'm going to pull out a little bit and time it so that when it comes back up,
Overhang.
I can push with my team.
Shot control.
Pushed a little too early, but it still works out.
Yeah, he's dead, he's dead, he's
I
dead.
got the kill, and now I'm looking for the angle. Well, I have perfect
Got him, triple kill.
sight lines on these enemies.
Yep. I'm waiting for him in control.
Try and time this push so it's when the enemy least expects it in the middle of their fire. Barely take any damage.
Nice.
As soon as I know I'm weak, I pull out,
Nice, let's go.
and we have a commanding lead at this point.
Hold up, stay together, stay together.
And my teammate that died, well, he's the one who's
Camo
by
here.
himself. The enemy only has 1 life each.
Yeah, attic.
He's probably wanting us to push, but that's not the right
Nice, 3 more.
call, because I've been in this situation before.
One shot mangler.
Push. Fucking top A.
I'm one shot, I'm one shot.
We have control of control, and this room is like a fortress. You have so many different areas where you can just fall back and take cover, but so many areas where you can pop out and put damage out as well.
Got him.
When we just
Ooh, we gotta play tight.
lagged out. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah, that's a good spot right there, I feel like.
Well, we just sit here.
Yo,
Ahead.
I have 21 bullets in my BR. This is... Okay, I'm gonna grab the commando. This is really stressful. They do? Okay. Let's not get fucking sniped.
I can go with them.
I'll go around.
It's one shot.
Yes, good shit. Now, because we have the lead, what I want to do is I want to either bait camo
We got crossfire.
or get camo, depending on how far the enemy is. Now, it's 3v3 right now, so I'm going to try and make a push.
Control behind you.
It works out. I get the camo. Let me just take out Kirby again because he sucks, and then we're going to
I'm
keep
camoed.
going forward.
Sorry, Kirby. Now, the beauty of all this is I've been doing the key to victory since the beginning of the game.
Can you guess what it is?
Steve Platt. Let me get him. I'm camo.
And now, finally, my teammates are catching on.
One shot long haul. There
It's
we go.
flanking.
Let's go, boys. Nice fucking finish.
That's how you come back when you're down
I
10.
sweat a little bit there.